from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News This Morning at 6.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, January 13th, 2019.
I'm Danielle Gersh.
And I'm Serene Branson. There's a lot going on in your world today. Here's your SoCal eye-opener.
Flames everywhere on like 3 of these cars. It was insane.
A rude awakening for some hotel guests in Ontario this morning. They are waking up to more than a half dozen cars torched in the parking lot. We're live there in just minutes.
Lot of room. Inside the 20. He is gone. Touchdown, Rams. And the LA Rams are one game from the Super Bowl. They beat the Dallas Cowboys 30-22 at the LA Coliseum last night. The Rams will play either the Philadelphia Eagles or the New Orleans Saints next Sunday. We'll have a closer look at the Chargers' big game today a little bit later. And you can hear it there, one hail of a storm in the OC. Hail coated the ground in Anaheim as a strong cell moved through. And of course, we are back on Storm Watch. Danielle Gersh here watching the storm. It sounds like it's going to be a biggie, Danielle.
I mean, we're talking about torrential rain beginning late tonight, not till after midnight. So if you have plans today, you're in good shape. But it's going to continue all the way through the end of the week. And we're talking about more rain just this week than we saw all of last year.
Wow.
So
get ready.
Get ready. Get your umbrellas ready. They're going to get a lot of use this week. Taking a look at satellite and radar right now, things nice and quiet. We did have that rain yesterday. That was kind of our first round of the wet weather. It's going to move out for today. We get a break. More rain on the way tonight into tomorrow. So as you can see, waking up to quiet conditions, cloudy skies, cool temperatures in the 30s in Riverside, 40 in San Bernardino right now. We're at 50 downtown currently, 47 in Camarillo, 33 in Lancaster, and 41 in Burbank. Here's what you can expect into this afternoon. I know there's a lot going on today. There's a big California Strong fundraiser at Pepperdine, and they've been asking me a lot about the rain. It's going to be okay. We'll have cloudy skies, temperatures in the low 60s this afternoon, a cool day. This is really the calm before several storms roll through the area. So your high resolution futurecast does show clouds increasing into this afternoon, but the rain holding off until late tonight after midnight. Tomorrow, a different story. So we'll go through all the storm details, everything you need to know for the next week coming up in just a few minutes. Serene, back to you.
All right. Sounds good, Danielle. Thank you. A rough start to the morning for more than a half dozen vehicle owners in Ontario as they discover their cars and SUVs are torched. Those flames really did a number on the vehicles, just leaving the shell of many of them. If that's not enough, the fire forced dozens out of a nearby hotel. CBS 2's Dre Benedict is live for us in Ontario with what witnesses are saying there this morning. Joy.
Yeah, certainly a very frightening situation for Serene, for so many people who are staying in this hotel. We're in the parking lot right now of the Azure Hotel right by the Ontario Convention Center. You can see behind me 1, 2, 3, 4 cars that were burned out because of this fire. And this isn't even all of them. A total of 7 cars caught fire early this morning. As you can hear, the fire alarms went off at the hotel as they were supposed to. The entire hotel was evacuated as hundreds of guests were forced to be outside while firefighters battled this fire of 7 vehicles that caught fire in the parking lot. Of course, they worked very quickly to try and contain the blaze to those cars, not allowing it to spread to the hotel, not injuring any people, which is great news. But the scary part is they are now looking at this as a possible arson. They have gone ahead and towed away one of the 7 vehicles that caught fire. They think that was the car that initially was caught fire or put fire, I should say, but they think that that fire then spread to the neighboring vehicles that were here in the parking lot, with a total of 7 then being destroyed by flames. Folks who saw all of this, who were in the hotel, well, they didn't know what to think.
All of a sudden, alarms went off, and we were like, what's going on? So we go outside, and all of a sudden, there's flames everywhere on like 3 of these cars. It was insane. Luckily, like, my girlfriend and I, we parked away from it, but still, like, 3 people's cars, and I think one of the people that we actually know, their cars are like completely melted.
And that is the issue, that you have so many cars that are damaged. Exactly how that's going to handle, people are going to have to contact their insurance. Certainly going to be a hassle, but right now the police department and the fire department, as I mentioned, are investigating this as a possible arson. They think that car was intentionally set fire, and then that initial fire then caused to the spread of all those other vehicles here in this parking lot. So that investigation is continuing here this morning. Right now, they don't have anyone in custody and no suspects at this time, but we'll keep you updated throughout the morning right here and on our sister station, KCAL 9. I'll send it back to you, Serene.
All right, Joy, thanks for that update. We are working to get more information this morning on what sparked a police pursuit that came to a crashing end in Hollywood. Sky 2 was over the scene as officers surrounded the car on Hollywood and Cherokee after 11 last night. One woman shared video on Twitter of a police car crashing into the white car as she drove by the street. We'll continue to follow this story, and of course, we'll bring you more information as soon as we get it. Well, the 101 freeway is back open this morning after a deadly police shooting shut down the freeway in Calabasas yesterday. It all started when officers were called to a home in Camarillo over a domestic violence dispute yesterday morning. But the man took off in a stolen car and crashed on the freeway near Las Virgenes Road. Officers had to keep drivers at a safe distance during the tense standoff. At some point, officers shot the man and he died at the scene. Officers say he was wanted in another state and was considered armed and dangerous at the time of the shooting. New information on the LAUSD teacher strike showdown. We have just learned that the UTLA will hold a press conference today at 4 ahead of a planned strike tomorrow. The LAUSD says its offer would include a 6% raise and add 1,200 new teachers for the upcoming school year. The superintendent said the new offer would reduce high school and middle school class sizes by 2. But the union secretary told the Hutchison Report's Earl Hutchison that's not enough.
This is not just about salary. And the district wants to make it about salary, but this is about our students. It's about their learning conditions and for the educators' working conditions. We have the highest class sizes in the nation. We're 48th out of 50.
District representatives were not at a roundtable yesterday, but former LA Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa told us he thinks the strike is a lose-lose situation.
I just think it's wrong. Both parties need to come together, go to Sacramento. That's where the money is. It's not at LA Unified. They made a generous offer, some believe beyond what they can afford, and the parties need to come together.
And of course, you can count on CBS 2 News and CBSLA.com for all the information you'll need about tomorrow's strike. With no end in sight, how long White House insiders say the shutdown showdown could drag on. And a possible presidential candidate visits the Southland, where you can meet Senator Kamala Harris today.